So let me know when everybody's admitted and then, okay, we're live. Wonderful. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining today's class on private branding. I'm a wealth of information when it comes to private branding because before I even started with this company, I did a lot of my own private branding. My former career was a graphic artist, so I got very involved with doing my own graphics. I was creating my own brochures, support materials, business cards, all that fun stuff. And when I joined Color Energy, it became an extension of what we did here, in part because we had such wonderful products and we wanted to offer these products to other people who were looking for that private branding option. So welcome, I'm Suzanne Murphy, your teacher today. And in today's class, we're going to be talking about what the word private brand means, what white label means, how you can choose the right product for your business, ways to educate and sell your product line, and the importance of building your brand name and some other things. Now, in today's market, you have to be more than clever because there's a lot of competition that is out there that is trying to get your business. And one of the things that I learned, and I have paid a lot of money to take different marketing classes, you have to differentiate yourself from your competitors. And so one way of doing that is attracting people to you that you otherwise wouldn't attract. And this is why, having a brand line of products that are unique to you, unique to your business will differentiate you from others, because then people know that they can only get these products through you. So in today's market, you have to thrive and survive, okay? So it's important more than ever to stay ahead of what's trending and think outside of the box in order for your business to grow and again, thrive and survive. Building a strong brand identity will help set you apart from the competition and in turn drive product sales to increase your revenue. But how do you get started and what do you need to do? And because of the fact that I did my own private branding, it was easy for me to integrate a system here at Color Energy because I already knew the steps that I had to take. And what I love about what we do is we make it super easy for you. Because often when you're doing it in your own business, you're learning from your mistakes. Well, trust me on this one, we've learned from ours. So our program makes it super easy for you so you don't make the mistakes that we failed to make at the beginning. Okay, so let's talk about what private branding is. A product that is manufactured for and sold under the name of a specific retailer or reseller, and you're competing with brand name products. So it's referred to as private brand, brand label, or store brand. And we're going to be talking about this, and I don't mind mentioning it a few times, but 1 out of every 4 businesses is actually doing some form of private branding. So it just makes sense that you're building up your own brand. So this way people are getting things from you that say your name on it. And I certainly know that if a friend recommends a product, I'm going to be all over it. Or if I see a product in somebody's house, I may say, hey, how do you like that? And then, look up the name of the company of that product. So it's a great way to start exposing your business to other people. Now, white label is a product or service produced by one company, the producer, that another company rebrands to make it appear like they had made it. And again, this is what we do to make it so easy for you is we have hundreds and hundreds of products to choose from. And all we're doing is putting your name on the product. We do all the production, we do all the heavy lifting. You literally are just focusing on the sales. And the name white label derives from the image of a white label on packaging that could be filled in with the reselling company. And white label products are sold by retailers with their own trademark, but have the products themselves manufactured by the producer and the said products and services. Okay, and again, we'll continue talking about the different aspects of private branding and white labeling so you understand the whole process. So whether you have a private practice or you're a retail shop, you probably have entertained the thought of building your own brand. And why wouldn't you? But what stops people is the unknown. not knowing what they need to do. And I can tell you, because I'm an Aries and because I'm, very good in my red energy, I'm very action oriented. But because I had the graphic skills, when I had my own art studio, it was an art store. What I did was I had a label designed. I actually went to somebody who had more talent than me, designed my label, and once that label was given to me, I started branding it on everything. I had a card made up for, my store, and on it I would indicate, the product and more information. And so I did all these things to have my name on it, even though it was created by somebody else. Being an art store, I had all these different artwork in my store, all these different artist merchandise. But whether they had a card on it or whether their packaging said their name, I still put my name on it. So I had a little card that I would attach to everything. So everything that was bought at my store, once it left my store, it was in the hands of somebody who now had my information. And when people were giving gifts, of course, if it had my name on it, they knew where they could pick up more if they liked it. So there should be nothing stopping you because we've made it that easy for you. And in today's market, you have to shine, and you have to invest in your own line to make your company, your product, your services to be more memorable in the eyes of other people. Because again, if you're selling what everybody else is selling, what are you doing different? Nothing. So you have to consider, how do you make your business unique and different from people who might be vying for the same client potential? So let's just sort of take a couple scenarios. You could be a health store or a health related wellness practitioner, and you might be selling a line of aromatherapy products that, are therapeutic blends, for example. Well, there's so many stores out there that are selling different types of therapeutic blends. So for example, we have a product called Headache Blend that you can private brand. Now, headaches are a common symptom that people suffer from. And so therefore you can, put your own name on this headache relief product. But what we do differently is we work with the energetic quality. And so we know that the ingredients that go in there are specifically for the higher chakras, which houses your, is housed by your brain. So when people have a migraine, when people have a headache, we already know it's associated with the brow and crown chakra. So we actually work on the vibratory level to only put essential oils in there that are on that level. Now, we know our product works because we've been selling this headache blend for 20 years. And so therefore, wouldn't you rather buy from a company that has a proven product than a company that may have whipped together a product but doesn't have that trail of success, nor do they work with the energetic components? So again, what you're doing is you're able to educate your client why your headache blend is special, why people want to try your product over other products that are sold in other stores. And again, this is really important by having your product seen that much better than everybody else's. And this is part of what we do, is we train you on the product that you purchase, so this way you become the educator. And it, again, in marketing research, it's been proven that you build client loyalty through what you do that's quality. Okay, so if you have a good product and people love it, they're going to come back to you and they're going to buy more products from you because you've already proven to them that that product works, that maybe that initial product they purchased from you. So again, you want to have products that your clients know are quality. Also, you have to be excited about the products that you sell. I once had somebody say to me, you could sell snowballs to an Eskimo. And I thought, oh, that's so cute that you say that. However, I'm what I call an educator. I educate people on the quality of products so they can make an informed decision. And I'm going to tell them about the different variables of the product so they can look at it and go, okay, this person knows what they're talking about, and they know that that there's a reason why they're carrying that product. Because again, if I start telling people that our headache blend works on a vibratory level, it's only therapeutic oils, it's in a roller ball so people can roll it around their their hairline, on their temples. So what we're doing is we're giving education on how to use the product, why the product is phenomenal. And again, if it's a feel-good product, people are going to want to use it. And if you use it in your treatments, your therapy, maybe for your own health and wellness, then it makes it super easy for you to sell the product. Okay? Now, one of the things about private branding that we're going to be talking about is you've got to make sure that private branding is a good fit for you. I don't want you to do private branding because I'm honestly happy if you sell under the Color Energy or Ashberry's label, because that's marketing our product. But again, if you want to develop your own concept or your own practice, your own business, this is an option that allows you to do it. Now, private branding is not just providing a product to a customer with your name on it. It's about using it, showcasing your product in your therapy, having samples or testers for clients to try, emphasizing your brand's image and the company concept. So if you're into color therapy, if you're into chakra therapy, if you're into auras, then of course our product is color coded. A lot of our clients are using our color concept on their labeling, but it has their name on it. And Forbes reports 1 out of every 4 products sold in America is a private branded private label. And think about it, Costco has the Kirkland brand, and annually they're doing $75 billion in their Kirkland brand. Now that's not to say you're going to do $75 billion by having your own brand, but it's a heck of a good start to know that sky's the limit when you're building your own brand. Okay, so I was saying sky's the limit when building up your own brand. Private branded products are cheaper than the competition, or it can be a distinct product that makes you unique. It could be a higher end product. And we're going to talk a little bit about this as well in this class, because again, you could either promote it as an affordable product or something that's unique that might be a slightly higher price. And we have a lot of products to choose from low-end products to higher end. And one of the things that makes us also very unique, we're not a multi-level marketing company. We actually manufacture our own products in-house. We have a team of aromatherapists and formulators that work really hard to create these formulas that are perfect. And again, we're probably one of the few companies in the world that works with the energetic qualities of the plant life. And this is really important. You have to know if that plant life is red or orange or yellow or green, because that's going to ensure the success of the product. Not necessarily having a phenomenal product, but having the vibration behind it, because a lot of products that don't work on a vibratory level are successful, but are they as good as something that combines the ingredients that will help alleviate or heal the problem, but on an energetic level, you're also working multidimensionally. So again, this is one of the advantages when you partner up with us with your private branding. And of course, private branding indicates that they're buying something through you that you stand behind. Because again, if you know it's a good product, why wouldn't you sell it? I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer. I mean, this is what I love about everything that we do, that we've, created these recipes, to assist people on that healing journey, whether it is, a spiritual product that we've created and a product to help on an emotional level, mental level, or on a physical level. We're creating these different products that in essence are going to be a catalyst on your healing journey. And that to me is incredible. And we have different people in our company and they're experts in their field. And if you want to talk to any of our branding experts, they can help assist you in regards to making the right decisions as to what you want. But the first thing you have to understand is whether private branding is right for you. And we're going to come to those points in a few minutes, because again, you have to ask yourself some hard questions if this is something that you're willing to do. Okay, now let's talk about some of the advantages of private branding. we know that it can increase your business by building your brand concept awareness. And again, we're just not selling a product, we're selling a concept. That concept is, on that holistic level, we're colorizing everything, so people understand that, hey, if they have a problem with their root chakra, anything that's labeled in red is going to help facilitate support in that root chakra area. And it expands your line or your services with a diverse selection of unique products, because again, our products are not like everybody else's products. I was just talking to someone today that says that they make their own products, and often, for example, a product that's alchemized is put into a tuning bowl and it's played, and that is a form of alchemy. Whereas when we work on an alchemy level, we are working with the planetary alignment, sacred geometry, color frequency, sound healing, crystalline energy. We're literally layering and embedding different frequencies from different octave levels, so the power of the product is exponential. So again, we know what we're doing. And I'm going to show you some products that we've done and we carry, so you get a bit of an idea of the concept behind what we do. Also, you can tailor products to the needs and taste of your clients. So, sometimes I even know with color energy products, we've come out with a product because we thought it would be a great product, and only to find out it wasn't the optimal product for us. So, again, you have to really consider what concept, what are you trying to convey? What do you want to accomplish? Even if you start with one private branding product, you've got to know it well, and you've got to know your market. So these are things that one of our in-house experts will talk to you about. Also, it reduces the competition by differentiating your products from others, because again, there could be a lot of different headache remedies that are out there, but what would make yours different? That's what you have to be prepared to understand, why your product is better than everybody else's. And again, we can talk about, you can either offer things that are lower prices, and because we're not multi-level marketing, you can pick up one of our therapy blends for $6.99. Well, that's a great deal, because if you go into a lot of stores or multi-level marketing companies, the same product can sell for $20 to $25. But because we make everything ourselves, we import all our products from all over the world, then you can understand when we sell it at that $6.99 value to you, that you can sell it for more because the product ingredients are of a high quality therapeutic grade. Private branding reaches a wider audience, and it increases your market exposure and brand recognition. Again, if you go to a friend's house and you see that they have product, on their shelves or, on in their bathroom, it's going to make you aware of products that are out there that other people might be buying under a private brand name. And in fact, we had an email from one of our clients today with our serum, and was saying that they felt our serum was equal to another serum on the market that sells for $700 a bottle. Now, that's insane to me, but again, it just goes to show you we have the quality products that are equal to other products that could be substantially higher in price. Also, private branding, you can keep control over production, marketing, and image. You have full control over all this. You work with our in-team of specialists to create the look that you want, the feel that you want behind your product. And by having your name on your own products, it encourages repeat business, because people will keep coming back to you. And I remember, some of the things in regards to the products that we initially started. The reason why I wanted to carry them is because I tried a product, okay, let's take, for example, we don't make our own serum. Our serum is made by an anti-aging / wrinkle expert. We're that's not our forte, the anti-aging industry. So we partnered up with somebody else who made the product. And because they sent me a sample and I used it myself, and I loved it, I wanted to sell it. So of course I was an advocate to sell it because of the fact I thought it was an incredible product. And I'll just quickly share with you, our serum is so beautiful. when I first got the sample, I was hesitant to use it because I didn't use anything on my face because my face is so sensitive that if there was any impurities, right away I would break out. And one of the things a lot of people don't realize, that companies can put, if they put less than 1% of a chemical ingredient, it could be an unnatural preservative or a chemical ingredient, they do not have to list it on the label according to both US and Canadian governments. Okay, so the health ministry says if you put some 1% of crap in your product, you don't have to list it on the label. So guess what some companies are doing? They're putting several unnatural products into their product, into their product, but what they're doing is they're putting it under 1%. So you have no idea what's in the product. This is our guarantee. What we tell you we're putting in is what we're putting in. So, again, that to me is really important, that you know what's going in the product. So you have full control over, again, boasting to your clients the authenticity of the natural ingredients. And of course, private branding, you're building up your company's reputation based on quality. So how does private branding work? Okay, so again, we're a manufacturer of products. So private branding is you're putting your label on the product that we manufacture. And what makes us really unique in the private branding industry is the fact of, we are already making that product. And so literally we're just taking the inventory out of our stock and we're putting your name on it. So you don't have to buy hundreds at a time. We do have a certain setup in regards to our private branding, but we ensure the freshness of the stock, the authenticity of the stock. So when you bring in to your private branding program one of our tried and true recipes, it's because we've worked with that recipe for a number of years and we're confident in its success. Now that's not to say we can't private brand something unique for you, because we're doing that all the time. And in fact, right now we're making a dry shampoo for a client, and we've had to go back and forth a few times, but I think we've nailed it now. And so again, we're always looking at adding on new products by creating recipes based on your demand. So a fun fact, private branding makes up 15% of the supermarket sales. Isn't that amazing? 15% of supermarket sales. Other examples of private brands include hardware stores that often offer private brand paint, or other items like hair salons that offer their own shampoo or beauty products. Supermarket brands are available nearly in every category, from personal to beverages to condiments and frozen foods. And again, if you're in the wellness industry, then we have a variety of products, from body care to skin care to different aromatherapy blends to chakra products to essences. Sky's the limit. Again, in this industry, that's what we offer, is a lot of different products that would fit into your practice or your retail store. Okay, so what do we offer? Because again, the reason why I'm doing this is to educate you on what private branding is, but to also have you understand our whole program so you can trust us to do your private branding, because that to me is number one. And I remember one of our clients, and it's just a little sidebar here, but one of our clients loved our products, but they wanted to do their own labels because they thought to themselves, we can save money by actually printing up our own labels. How hard can that be? We can hire a graphic artist and we can get the labels printed. Well, needless to say, after a few months they came back, because obviously when you're getting things printed, any print house is going to do the best work that they can possibly do. But what we learned is, unless that product is 100%, or I should say, unless that label is 100% guaranteed to sit in your bathroom, then that is an important factor. So what happened when we first started doing our own private labeling, of course, we made the labels for our shampoo and conditioner, which sits in the bathroom. Within a few months, those labels started to wrinkle because of all the moisture that's in the bathroom. Also, we learned that for our essential oils, if that label wasn't essential oil proof, it literally would destroy the ink that was on the label. And so what happened with this company, they invested thousands of dollars of hiring a graphic artist by having all their labels printed, only to come back to us because their own labeling failed. And this again is something I want to assure you is we have water resistant, oil resistant labels to ensure that your name doesn't get rubbed off the product, because that would look awfully cheesy. You know, one of your friends goes into your bathroom and there's a product and the label's all scratched off and they can't see what it is, and you know, what is this? Oh, well, this is this company I buy from, and you know, it doesn't denote quality. You want your labels to shine. You want people to look at your label and go, wow, that looks great. So we do everything from the design to the printing, the filling, and even the marketing. We give you lots of marketing tips and lots of marketing support. So let's talk a little bit about design. We actually have 2 in-house graphic artists, and if you count me, that makes 3. But you've got a team of people behind you that are going to try to create your label the best way that it can. And sometimes we rely on the support of our team here to help create that best label. I'm always jumping in, you know, to give a little bit of tweaking on labels, because obviously with my many years in this industry, I can see things from a different perspective. So I'm always willing to help get your label right. And because we're always filling fresh stock, you don't have to worry about it sitting on somebody's shelf, because a lot of manufacturers, what they do is they mass produce thousands of bottles at a time. It's sitting on their shelf, and then you're phoning them up saying, I need 50 of this product, and they're pulling off this stock that could have been sitting around for a long time. So again, everything that we're doing is fresh as fresh can be. And because we understand the product, we're giving you a lot of marketing support geared towards that product, so you become the expert on that product, and then you can create your marketing around that. And because of the fact that, you know, you don't have to buy a lot of quantity at one time, and depending on the product, you're either purchasing in 6s, 12s, or 24s. So we do have some minimal requirements, but nonetheless, it's a low inventory that you have to invest in, and so therefore the production costs are all on our end. Also, we keep your label, so when you start with us, we have a box with your name on it, and we put your labels in there, and they're ready to go. You just have to call us up or send us an email or place your order online, say, I need 12 of this, 12 of that, 12 of this, and bam, we create your order, and it's at your door very quickly. And again, I mentioned that our labels are water resistant, are essential oil proof, and of course all our products are quality, and we've sold them for decades. And we have such a vast range of products to choose from. And again, we have the energy coding behind our products, so we indicate to you what the color frequency is. Now sometimes you might want a product and it might contain a few different frequencies. So again, you know, we'll develop certain things geared towards certain concepts, okay? But we have the color coding concept behind it to strengthen your brand if you choose that that's what you want to implement. And we have in-house specialists. One of our formulators has been in the business of aromatherapy for, I think, over 25 years. So you've got people who are seasoned, even with myself. You know, I've been working in this industry for 27 years in the field of energy medicine. Plus, I've previously owned a store, so I have a lot of great hands-on experience. And again, I mentioned already minimum quantities, and we provide you with marketing and selling tips. So with our own product, we've created a lot of these support materials. So we offer these to you, so, you know, again, you could use it in your own marketing. And a lot of our products are organic, vegan, environmentally friendly, cruelty-free, you know, plus more selling features. And I should say all our products are cruelty-free. We try to do as much on an environmental level. This is one of the reasons why we don't use boxes. You know, we don't package our therapy blends in boxes, because we're trying to save the environment. You know, we're trying to do the best things that we can for the environment. And these, again, are selling features for you to give to your clients. And essential oils, essences, you know, a lot of the things that we work with are organic or vegan. Now, not all our products are organic. because organic can be quite costly. However, we buy from smaller distilleries. We buy from, we buy wild crafted. We buy things that we feel denote the quality, and all our aromatherapy oils are lab tested. So we do have their certificate of analysis to prove the, authenticity, the quality of the oil. So even though they may not be labeled organic, in nature there are organic, because unfortunately going through that process of getting something organically certified, you've got to actually spend a lot of cost. So a lot of farmers, especially small farmers, are not going to do that, but they don't use pesticides or herbicides on their field. So they are organic in nature, but they just don't have the certificate to say that they're organic. But again, through lab testing, we can support or prove the authenticity of the oil. And some of our other services include, training manuals, training videos. We have digital mock-ups that we offer. We customize e-documents and email brochures. We also do headboards and footboards for kits. And I just wanted to show that to you. You can see here that we have a box, and it has a front label and a back label. So when you private brand, we actually, when you do a kit, we do a footboard and a headboard for you with your brand on it. So again, we even give you, displays when you purchase kits from us. So we make it so easy. Oops. Color Energy and Ashberries have a combined 35 years of experience. When we started working with Ashberries Aromatherapy, they had already been in business for over 20 years. And so therefore, by combining, both Color Energy and Ashberries, it gives you a lot of years of experience in the field of aromatherapy, essence therapy, color therapy, gemstone therapy, music therapy. This is our forte, is all these different natural healing modalities that we put into our products. Okay, so I want to take you through how easy it is to private brand. It's 3 easy steps. You choose your product, you choose a kit, you choose the concept, whatever it is, you first have to make that decision of choosing what it is that you want. The second thing that you do is send us your company logo or any corporate identity materials, such as your color, your font, any images that you may want in the background. Now, we can do things for you. So we have, for example, with some customers, created the texturing behind their logo to give it a feel of their company concept. So this is, a company that, is called Mountain. And so therefore we have the scene of the mountains in the background. So we can create anything for you. This is a product, for kids, Always Healthy. It's our immune support, and on there we put some funky little germs and things like that to, reiterate that. Or, we have this one called Sleeping Beauty, where it has the moon and a little owl on it to sort of indicate the nighttime. So as you can see, we can help create that total feel of the label for you. But if you send us your logo, and if you don't have a logo, we're open to talking about how we can create things for you. Although a lot of times you may already have a logo that you just send us, and it makes it a bit easier for us. And we'll work with you to create that label design that delivers that quality, the selling features, that concept feel that you want. And, because we also do specializing of signature scents, we'll have a dialogue with you, like, what oils do you like? What is it that you're trying to depict? So that way we can create that product, that theme that really denotes what it is that you want. Okay? And we do often offer that custom blending and product creation. We have a little mantra here: if you can imagine a scent, we'll create it for you. Sometimes I've had clients come in with somebody else's product saying, I like this, can you create something like this? And you know what? Our aromatherapy team is wonderful. They don't even have to know the ingredients. They're going to create that smell. But of course, if we know some of the ingredients, it makes it easier. So what's included in the startup cost? This is, obviously a question that must be on your mind. Well, what we do is we charge by the what I call real estate, because you have small labels, you have larger labels, you have extra large labels, and sometimes you might have a tiny little label. So it's by real estate. The bigger the label, the bigger the cost. And our fee is all encompassing. So let's just take an example. Okay, and actually it's on my next page, which, sorry that you're not seeing that, but if we look at the 10 mil roll-on blend, okay, so your initial fee is $255. So for that $255, you're getting 300 labels, which equates to 85 cents a label. However, you're also getting everything else included. You're getting the graphic artist's time to create that label for you. And this is really important because early on, before we actually had our in-house graphic artist, even though I'm a graphic artist, I didn't have the time to do all the labels for the company. And I'm an older graphic artist, so my talents lie in sort of the older graphic capabilities. Plus, I'm not an artist per se in the sense of creating things from scratch. It's easy for me to, do the piecework, but I'm not a, true artist in that sense. So nonetheless, we wanted to develop our products, and there was 9 different products to this. And so what the artist did is he created the artwork of one, and it cost us $200 for one. But because there was several products in the line, I think it was, did I say 9? I think it was 6. We were charged $1,200 for these 6 different designs. And just so you know, that didn't include the label. And so again, what we're doing is it's an all-encompassing fee. You're paying $255, and we are creating a label for you and printing out 300, so we're ready to go. You just have to call us and say, okay, I need to reorder this amount. And this is really important. This is really important because of the fact, again, when you're looking at, the labeling, you may only want to start with 12 or 24 and then just order what you need. Because what happens if all of a sudden you're doing a special event and you need to reorder 25 or 50 immediately? You can call us and we're just going to get that done right away because your labels are already done and ready to go. So it's a super easy system. But I wanted to continue to, talk about this investment because let's just say again, you're starting out with, the 10 mil roll-on, and, you're paying that $255, which is 85 cents a label. Now the product itself is $6.99, so you're adding that 85 cents onto it. So your end result is $7.84. But you're selling it for $16 or $15.99, or maybe you're selling it for $19.99 because you know that you can sell it for $19.99 because that's what your area can bear for a price. And so if you're selling it for $19.99 and you sell 25 of these roll-ons on a monthly level over a year, you're going to sell your 300, and you have the possibility of making $2,445. Now, if you sell a whole line, and in our therapy line, let's just say there's 12 products that you're branding, you're selling 12 products. If you take your profit of $2,445 times it by 12, then literally you could be making anywhere between $29,340 to $43,740 based on if you're selling it for $15.99 or you're selling it for $19.99. And again, when I send you this information, you can take a look at those numbers because, this is something that you have to consider, that sure, your initial investment, it might be $300, but if you generate over $2,400 on that one product, again, if you have 10 products or 20 products, then literally you could be making that $24,000 to $50,000 or more based on the amount of products that you have. Isn't that awesome? And I did this with another product that has a larger label. Again, your profit would be similar. You'd make just under 24 or around 2,400. Actually, right, if you get a bigger label, your profit would be 2,400. So again, it would be a little bit less profit that you'd be making on a product that has a larger label, but nonetheless, you're still going to be making, that $2,400 profit. And this is what we're talking about. When you're private branding, then, if you're selling 300 of one product annually, then again, you can make that $2,400 profit or more depending on the product that you're choosing and the markup you decide that you want to have. And again, as you develop more products for your brand, then you can increase that. So what can you private brand with us? Well, hundreds of products. We have spiritual sprays, we have therapy blends, unscented body care products, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, lotions. We have jewelry you can private brand, mixes, and we do all kinds of things for you. For example, I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see this very well, but it's an oil with gemstones in it. So we can put gemstones in it. This is one that we created for a client that has flowers in it. Okay. So we can do all kinds of things. Right now I'm making a charcoal body wash for a client, and we're putting into the body wash bottle, which of course it's a bigger bottle, we're putting actually a complete black onyx gemstone in it. So again, we'll work with you to create that concept. And this is an example of a client where we created a few different feels for this person. So you can see there's a slightly different look to it because there's the, the skincare product and then the, body care product, or pardon me, body care product and skincare products. Again, this is one customer that has, a few different feels to their product with different looks, but very similar in feel. So sky's the limit as to what we can do. We can do floral waters, healing salts, carrier oils, massage oils, and any of your own products. Just let us know what you're looking at. And we have add-ons, so we can add the chips, we can add gemstones, herbs, flowers. We can also do additional vibrational programming based on what your intention is. And marketing add-ons, we have a lot of examples of things that we provide to give you ideas on how you can do your own social media. We have brochures as well. Now, of course, this brochure has Color Energy's name on it, but when we're private branding, we take off our name and put your name on it. So again, we have support materials, we have aromatherapy brochures. We even had some of our clients take our chart and private brand their name on our chart. So again, just ask us or let us know what you want, and let's see if we can create it for you. Okay? So yeah, we can do all kinds of great things. Also, we can do metallic labels, clear labels, we can do round labels, square labels. So again, if you have an idea in your mind, if you have an idea in your mind, then we can make it happen. We have frosted bottles, copper colored bottles, silver containers, steel balls, gemstone balls, all kinds of things in regards to the packaging. Wow, lots to take in, lots to learn. But that's how easy it is. Simply, you just give us a call and let's start the conversation, and we can entertain what it is that you want, how you want to go about doing it. We also have a payment plan program for our private branding. So this way, if you want to start with one product or several products, we try to make it affordable for you to get started. We understand it is a bit of an investment when you get started, but we're willing to work with you on this. One of the things to me that's really important is that we help heal the world, and this is part of what we do here at Color Energy. We're teaching people about holistic health. We're teaching people about the intelligence of our energy centers and how colors influence our mood, support our well-being. So we do all these wonderful things to help you build your business. So we're in it to help heal the world, and so we're always looking for team members, meaning when you align with us, you're aligning with a partner for life. We want to be there and support you throughout your whole journey of building your business and again helping heal people. Okay, so at this point we're going to open it up to discussion, and if anybody has any questions, then I'd love to hear from you and we can have an open discussion. Awesome.
Can I
Okay.
ask one question, Suzanne?
Absolutely, Diego.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yes.
One thing. For instance, the chakra blends, it's possible to do private branding or not?
Absolutely. The only thing we,
Absolutely.
yeah, the only
Now,
thing we,
the question is,
mhm.
if I want to do the seven chakras, I have to do 2,100 labels. No? Yes.
So yeah,
And for each color, 300 for each color. No?
correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
only okay.
Yeah. Now, and when you're buying a whole line of things, we do offer a special on that. So, again, just we can talk about this, Diego. Because the more products you do of a specific line, we do offer price breaks when you're buying like a whole concept. Also, because you're in Portugal, just so you know, we can do the label in any language.
Okay. I have the translation already. If you want, I can help you instead because I have it translated from the
Wonderful.
one I bought before from Color Energy. So
Yeah.
I have everything in Portuguese. I can send you to facilitate to be easier.
Wonderful.
But I'm in that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and another thing as well, we have some customers, that want to do their own labeling, their own bottling, and we understand that, and so we do sell in bulk. Also, we have some customers where we do the label, but we sell them, or we send them both the label and the bulk product, and they do their own packaging on their end. So there are other considerations as well. Okay?
I think that's easier to get in Portugal, but because the problem here is for the products to get in.
Yeah, yeah, and we can talk about how we can do this because we're getting better and better, obviously, with doing international business. And, when it comes to sending certain product, for example, the chakra blends, we ship them overseas as a massage oil. So this way it's a little bit easier to ship into a country.
Now, here in Portugal, it can touch the skin. If it touches the skin, you have I don't know the name here, department of the government. Everything that touches the skin in Portugal has to be approved by them, and it's
Okay,
a lot of money.
okay, yeah. And
But it's better like aromatherapy for only the smell,
yeah,
Put something in the smell.
okay,
To
well,
touch the skin, it's a problem here.
yeah, and these are again semantics that we can work out, right? Because it's just figuring out what we need to do to make it happen, and down the road we can consider some other options as well.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, thank you.
Dan, I have a question. Two questions actually.
Okay.
The list of energy layering, the design of the products, there were about 4 things that you had listed off here in the beginning. What are those again?
Are you talking about the vibrational frequencies?
Yes.
Okay, so our alchemy is charged with sacred geometry, crystalline energy. The formulations are made at different times of the year, so it has a lot to do with the planetary alignment. Of course, the color frequency, I said crystalline energy, sound healing, sacred geometry. So and sacred geometry
Color.
encompasses a lot. Sorry, Danielle?
Color.
And color. Of course, one of the most important key things in our business, color. So yes, so it isn't just 4, it's actually more than that, Roxanne.
And then the last thing, I was hoping that this time or maybe a next class, if you could speak a little bit about the spectrum color and white light.
Okay, and actually I don't mind talking about that now because upcoming in the next class, it's all about the colors of the organs. And one of the things that I let everybody know is every organ is governed by a different color frequency. And if we look at what does white light encompass, white light encompasses all colors. And white light, when all the colors are exactly in unison, in equal proportion, it creates white light. And so when we're talking about enlightenment, what does enlightenment really mean? It means all your colors are aligned to create that white light energy. So this is what we're trying to do, is as a human being, we're trying to become enlightened. Well, if one of our colors is strong and one is weak, you'll never reach enlightenment because you're not in balance. Your colors are not in unison. And I always think about the high powers that be. We always depict them in that golden or that white light because they're enlightened beings, and like ourselves, we're trying to reach that state. So we need to have all our colors in equality to create that state of wellness. Okay, so my next class, this is part of what I'm going to be teaching, is the different frequency of the organs and what can happen when an organ is resonating and off color. Okay, so any other questions, comments, feedback?
Suzanne, this is Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hello, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Great. I'm really enjoying this class. But what I wanted to know is, you said it doesn't take very long. How long would it take if I ordered something? Would it be within like the 2-3 day time frame?
So once we have private branded your label and we have that label ready to go, then yes, because literally what we're doing is taking your product, taking what it is that you're ordering. So let's just say you call us up and say, Suzanne, I need 12 aura cleansers. Well, we have, the aura cleanser, on our shelves. We only create small batches, and so therefore all we have to do is stick your label on it and it goes to you. And so it's like any regular order, really, because it's that quick. Now the process to create your label may take a little bit longer, because of course we want that label looking awesome. And so based on conversation, sending you proofs, making sure that there's no errors or no modifications, that could take a few days to create that, and it takes about a week to print.
Okay. That's great. That's great.
So we try to get the private branding done within a couple weeks. That's our goal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I love this. I'm seeing some people I haven't seen in a long time or I've never met. Danielle, hi. Okay, any other questions?
Hi, Suzanne. Sorry, I was driving.
No problem. No problem. I'm glad you can join us today. Thank you. I think this is your first Zoom class with us, so thank you for coming.
Well, no, actually, this is my third with you guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, third. I do have a question though.
Okay.
I kind of got in on like the ending of you explaining on the packaging, whereas the initial amount that you have to contribute to if you want to start the private label. I think you said something about $230 or $289. Is that the initial price you have to start? You have to pay?
Sorry. Yes, but it depends on the size of the label. So the smallest labels that we do, for example, for the 5 ml essential oil bottles, that label cost is $255. Although that being said, we've done smaller labels, and so the price would be less depending on the size of the label. It's real estate. The bigger the label, it's a slightly higher price. So we actually have it down to 3 different packages. And so based on the product that you want, we've made it really easy. We have a list of what product is classified as what package. So the bigger the label, it's a little bit more, but most of our labels are either $255 or a $300 package. And again, that includes 300 labels plus all the graphic fees. Okay?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. That doesn't include the product. It's just the labels.
Exactly. And again, the product cost is the product cost. So if you're buying, you know, the therapy blend, the product cost is $6.99, and then your 85 cents to add on the label. So you're looking at your product itself is going to be under $8, and you'll be selling it between, you know, $15.99 to $20. So you can see that the margin, there is a good room for, you know, the margins there.
Okay, and can you have your own labels? Can you bring, send your own labels to you guys? If you want to just buy the products and have your own labels?
Yeah,
Can
and
you do that?
the easier thing to do is we actually can send you the product filled and without any labels on it. So what we do is we put, you know, we have either individual boxes or bags in the box of your product, and then you can put the labels on your end if you want. Or you send us the labels and we can do it for you.
Okay, got you. Thank you so much. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
We're really flexible with our private branding program because, again, I remember when I started, I did everything myself. And one of the things I always let everyone know, be aware of where you're putting your time and energy. We want you to be successful. And if you're doing everything or you're doing too much, it deviates from you marketing yourself. Because once you do private branding, and this is, you know, the hard question you have to ask yourself. And in fact, I'm gonna launch my poll here. And in there, it's some questions for you to think about. Because for one, you've got to be committed to selling a product. When you put your name on it, or even if you go under our brand, you've got to be committed to selling the product. I have my product favorites because I know they work. I use all our products anyways, but there's certain ones that I will recommend to people to start with. Like, in fact, I was talking to one of my Biopulsar owners today, and she started spraying her aura every day with our aura cleanser. And she said, Suzanne, it has made a huge difference in my life. I'm always teaching about grounding. I'm always teaching about protecting. I'm always teaching about get going in your day. I love this product. To me, this would be my product if I had a store that I would be branding as one of my main products. I love it that much. So you have to love a product, and you've got to be prepared to tell everyone about it. And honestly, my family, my friends, they're using this product because they know how serious I am about this product. There's so many invisible, you know, frequencies in and around us. We've got to be releasing all this lower frequency from our aura all the time. You know, and so whatever products you choose, you've got to be committed. You have to think, can I sell, you know, a couple dozen of these a month? Because you want to rotate that stock. You want to be successful. So you have to have it in your mind that you're going to do whatever you can to help sell this product. And we're going to, you know, hold your hand every step of the way to get you going, because, you know, we'll walk you through the private branding process. We're going to educate you about the product. We're going to give you all these marketing ideas. Some of you, you know, again, may or may not have, you know, been exposed to a lot of my videos. And I hope you're on our YouTube channel watching all the different videos, because I give a lot of support material. I have marketing reports on everything I've done to be successful in my own business. You know, I've helped Color Energy grow. I've helped integrate different, you know, companies within the company. You know, there's a lot of things on a business level that we share with you from our own experience to help you be super successful. You know, and anyways, like, there's so much we have to offer you to set up this success. And because it's a concept, we're not like a lot of other manufacturers that just want to sell you the product and really don't care if you ever reorder again. If you know our team, we are there all the time whenever you want to call to ask questions. Right, Roxanne? Are you there? Roxanne's one of my new Biopulsar owners. I hear from her a couple times a week, so it's so cute, you know, and but she knows I'm there for her. I'm always picking up the phone. I tell everyone, even though I may not like you, I'll still pick up the phone. And I'm just kidding when I say that. I love everyone, but I will never ignore you, okay? So phone us whenever you have any questions and we'll walk you through it, because we also recognize that sometimes you forget about how wonderful that product is, or maybe you need some tips on how to sell that product. This is what we're here for. We're going to share with you as much information to make sure that, you know, whether you're buying into the private branding program or you're buying Color Energy or Ashbury's products, we want you to be super successful. We want to grow with you.
Suzanne, I can.
I've been there on a couple of things that just to add to what you're talking about.
Thank you.
One of the things, just to reiterate what Suzanne's saying, there's been several times when people have called and they've, if they've had a product that hasn't been a very strong seller, they call, we can give them 101 different ways in which that product can be used. And literally like sometimes within a week, the customers are sold out. Within a month, it's become their top seller. And I'm talking about whether it's a single therapy blend within the unit, or whether it's been a complete brand. Sometimes it's just shifting it, giving it a few different ideas, and we're always here to be able to help you navigate through. We hold your hand. We can, if there's something that's not selling, then there's a reason why for that. And sometimes it's just a little bit of a lack of information, and having that information and knowing how to talk to your customers about it can literally change. It's learning how to plant the seeds. And I've got a background in retail, and I can tell you that there was nothing that was in the stores that I sold that ever hung around and just was dead inventory. If something was selling slower, I would create a contest around it. I would make it a feature of the week. I would, there was things that you can do that can bring attention to it. Sometimes it would just be simply changing the location of it in a storefront, and people would think, oh, you've got something new. And it's not necessarily the case, but just because you breathe some new life into it. And where energy, what's that saying? Where energy flows, energy goes, or whatever. I can't remember what it is, but you know what I mean? So just putting the energy into something is enough to be able to start bringing some attraction and some attention to it. So that's definitely one thing I recommend, is that if you find that there's something, I find it concerning when a business owner doesn't take the initiative to find 101 different ways, or who you can be talking, to about certain products, or when they let things just fall by the wayside. And they'll say, if you call them after a little while, they're like, oh, how's that product going? And if they say, oh, not very good, it surprises me that they haven't taken the initiative to read the literature. Like Suzanne has put together so much information. When she's talking about the amount of information, I have worked with so many vendors during all my days in being in retail, and there is not a company that I ever came across that has the amount of literature that Suzanne's put together. So, utilize that information, educate yourself. Sometimes it just takes reading it over a few times before you can start to get the lingo to roll off your tongue really comfortably. And once you do, it's just, it'll flow, and your customers will feel your excitement and your energy around it. So that would definitely be one thing that I would recommend. Utilize us.
Yeah, and thank you, Danielle. Danielle and Renuka have joined us here today too. These guys are awesome, and they're part of our support team. So this is why we're here. Also, I wanted to just bring to the point, I never thought I would be doing sales. I love to talk to people. I would like to tell them what I always had the gift of, I guess, gab, but it was more to just sort of share stories or share things with people. And then it was my, my ex-boyfriend's sister that said, oh, Suzanne, you'd be so good in sales. And I said, sales, are you kidding me? And what I had to get in my head was, I don't call it sales, I call it education, because that is me. I love to educate people on the different things that I do, on the different, ways I use things. So to me, you've got to just be educated. Now, what I first did when I first started with Color Energy is I started talking to all my family and friends about what I did, and that gained me the insight as to how to relay the verbiage. Then it was easier for me to talk to other people. It's like riding a bicycle. You have to practice what I call your shtick, your elevator spiel, and get that down pat. Once you have that confidence, you can literally promote anything you believe in. But you got to believe in it, and you got to practice understanding, or getting educated, and then practice how you can convey that information to people. And that's what Danielle's talking about, that sometimes if you get stuck, let us help you get unstuck, because we're good at that. We'll give you lots of ideas. And sometimes it is that, networking and brainstorming to just, get new life back into something. And looking at the poll, I get this. Private branding isn't for everyone. You have to have some level of commitment. If you want to, just sell product, with Color Energy and Ashbury's, you can buy one of this, one of that, so there's not that, need to sell so many or feel that pressure. But if you want to evolve your business with your own concept, then private branding could be a really good option for you. And again, you just have to understand how to promote the product on a regular basis. And yes, social media is part of that. But if you have a store, or if you have clients that are coming to you, or you're doing, you know, those one-on-one sessions, then it needs to be just part of what you're promoting with people. So for example, when I do my practice, the first thing I'm doing is I'm spraying my clients with aura cleanser when they come in, and I'm saying, we just want to get rid of whatever has gone on in your day. We just want to refreshen your aura, so this way we can focus on the consultation and not have to worry about any energy hindrances. And right away people smell it and they feel uplifted. So, you know, we can start things in our own practice using these different tools and letting people know, oh, and by the way, I sell this because I highly recommend it, you know, as a tool you're using every day just to release any lower frequencies from your energy field. Okay, so make it super simple, make it, you know, casual but informative. Be excited about it, and people will just automatically love to buy whatever you're selling. I tell everyone, when I go to a practitioner and they introduce something to me, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. I want it. Even yesterday, Danielle, hey, I've got this tea. Okay, I'll buy one. You know, like, honestly, you tell me something's good for me, I'm all over it, you know. And so we've got to understand people will buy what you're selling, but you just have to let them know what you're selling sometimes.
Education is key, like you said. It's just coming at it from an education standpoint rather than a sales standpoint. When you and sometimes too, you don't always have to know everything. That's the thing too, that I think when coming into sales, people become intimidated because they don't know everything, and they're like, oh, well, I can sell it well when I get to know it better. I mean, it can be simply just, you know, taking the product. I've got this holy grail here, and it says here that, you know, it's got frankincense, gold, and myrrh in there. Well, what's this gold here? Well, oh, the references to turmeric, you know. So it can just be simply from reading the package that, you know, you can gain that knowledge from. And also saying, you know, if you don't have enough information on the product, that you can say, you know what, let me look into that and I'll get back to you. And that gives you just as much credibility and as much knowledge as somebody who, you know, is, you know, letting it roll off their tongue in that moment. You don't always have to have all of the answers right away. But there's, you know, when you're just saying that you're going to get the information for somebody is enough for them to have them have trust and credibility in what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And also email's great. You know, you can send out an email to people and just introduce one product every month. You know, that's a fun way to do it. And again, we supply you with so much support material and handouts that you can pull information from, or even do links. You know, however you want to do it. Again, you know, sky's the limit. You just have to you just have to trust yourself as well, you know, and put emphasis in the fact that, you know, people are coming to you anyways because they like you for some reason. You know, they like your services, they like, you know, who you are as a human being. So there's already that trust factor that you've developed with your clients. So why not go to that next level?
I've actually got about 7 seconds, and it might even be less than that, to actually make a good first impression. So it's, you know, first thing you are actually selling is yourself in a way, is that, you know, it's that likability factor. And I've often said, if your customers are on, so are you. If your customer's laid back and casual, wants to shop casually, then so are you. So read your client's energy to see, you know, are they in a hurry, or are they somebody who is just wanting to take their time and have their hand holding through, you know, understanding what products and tools they're going to need. So it's just reading their energy is a really good way to work with your clients too, and to keep your sales going and to create that brand loyalty as well. Suzanne, I'm just going to pop in just a couple of quick little comments here, if you don't mind, and then I'm going to hop off because I've got to wrap up a few things before my end of the day here. One of the things I just wanted to mention to everybody, and I know Suzanne's already mentioned it, but if everybody could please go to the YouTube channel and like, comment, and share. Suzanne's been doing these videos for over a year now, and one of the things that we really need to make sure that we're doing is building this up, and that other people are seeing and recognizing the brand in order for Suzanne to be able to do these courses for free. It's a really important thing to be able to share this information. It's, you know, share the love, it's kind of paying it forward. So if everybody, when, you know, the Zoom call is over, if they wouldn't mind just going over to, you know, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, share the video, like and subscribe. It's really important for us in order for Suzanne to be able to continue to do this. So if you appreciate what she's putting out here for you guys, it would just be really appreciated if everybody could just take a minute and go and do that. And then last thing I just wanted to pop into was just my favorite product to private brand. And it's a product that we don't have as Color Energy yet, but if you're interested in doing it for private branding, Suzanne, you know what it is. It's the Carmelites. And what we're doing is the Carmelite sprays. I've been incorporating the essential oils with the alchemy essences. And what I love about the Carmelites is that everybody's going through something. And Carmelites is kind of for the spirit, for the mind, the body, the same way that the therapy blends are for the physical body in many cases, where you've got that symptomatic problem, you've got a solution for every problem on a kind of like your first aid kit for everything with the therapy blends, whereas the Carmelites are really talking to the soul. And so it's, you know, if people are going through loss of a loved one, loss of a job, drug and alcohol addiction, somebody who keeps making that bad karmic decision for that relationship that just keeps perpetuating the bad relationship that goes over and over again. Somebody's always going through something. And the Carmelites, or the essences that we have, are very concentrated. They're in an alcohol base. Not everybody loves them because of that alcohol base. They are one of the most powerful tools that we have, but people get caught up in the fact that, you know, the first thing they want to do is go and smell the product. And it's not about the smell. You roll this into your hands, you rub off the alcohol, you do the breath work with it, you can program stones with it, you can put it onto a specific chakra zone. But what I love about this spray format, whether you're going to do this spiritual sprays or whether you're looking at the karma sprays that we're doing just as private branding right now, is that the karma sprays speak to something that somebody's going through in that moment. So, and like I said, everybody's going through something, you know, at some point or another, you know, whether it's they're needing that comfort and that stress relief, whether they're needing guidance and support. That's one of the things that I love. And so there's 5 different karma sprays, but in addition, we've also got the unconditional love and guardian angel, which go along with that. And then also our aura cleanser and our rainbow serpent that we can put together in a full kit. So there is a display unit that would fit all 9 of those, or you can do just the 5, or you can do the 7. So different ways in which you can break it down. But I just absolutely love those products because, again, everybody's going through something, and it just really seems to help bring a lot of comfort to people. And it's one of those things that if you don't take notice of how you're feeling before and after, you'll miss it. And I know when I first started using the Carmelites, when I first started working with Color Energy, Suzanne had told me about them, and I was dealing with a situation with the in-laws, and I had a knot in my stomach, and my shoulders were up around my desk, you know, when I was at work, and I just, you know, it was something that was perpetuating in my mind, and I couldn't release the thoughts of it, and I thought, oh, I just need to go and use these alchemy sprays. So I used a little bit of aura cleanser, and I think I might have used some of the release and maybe some of the comfort Carmelites. And I went back to my desk, and I realized that within 10 to 15 minutes, the knot in my stomach was gone. My shoulders had dropped. I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't consuming my thoughts overly. So that's what I love about the Carmelites and the chakra light essences, and bringing them into the sprays. You get that amazing aromatherapy component with it. So you get the yummy smells with that alchemy vibration, and it's just something that it shifts your energy. It's a feel good product. Take note of how you're sleeping. Take note of how you feel before and after. It's one of those things that just melts away the problems. So I just wanted to drop in that, that was one of my favorite things to get people on private branding. People love it because, again, it's an easy product for people to speak to. All the marketing information that's actually on the product. So that what I was just saying, where you want to just take it and read it, you're going to be an expert on it if all you did was just read the label. So, take that as some thought. If you are considering private branding, it's a really beautiful product to brand. Your customers love it, and it's really easy to talk about because everybody knows that everybody's got something going on. So that was all I wanted to say and contribute.
Thank you, Danielle. And I'll also make one more little point on that. When it comes to private branding, you can create your own name on things. And Danielle actually has helped clients rename the Carmelite line to some really fabulous names. So again, we want to work with you creating, your line of products that will work for you and that you'll love to sell.
Absolutely. I'm going to tune out here, guys. So nice to see everybody, and hopefully we'll see some new private brand projects when I get back.
You bet. Okay, so we're going to wind it up here. So I'll just leave room for one final question, and then that's it. Oh, well, there we go. No final question.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Oh,
That was great.
oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I see actually there are some chats here. Okay, so if there's no changes to your label and it's just a reprint, then we charge accordingly, okay? So we have one client that needs the lot numbers on all her labels, so there is the fee every time because there is that redesign. We have to remake the label. So as long as there's no changes and we can just do a simple reprint, you'll be charged accordingly.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, is there possibly a price list or something that we could get?
Oh, thank
to
you
look
for
at?
that. So for everybody who signed up for today's class, we're going to be sending a follow-up email that will actually have a link to our private branding package. And so that way you'll get all that information in the next day or so, okay?
Okay, great, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, guys, thanks for joining today. And I hope you're all experiencing beautiful weather wherever you are. And keep enjoying the summer. In 2 weeks on July 22nd, I am teaching the class on how to read the colors of the organs. So that will be quite an exciting class because we're going to be talking a bit about body language, colors, and more fun stuff. So stay tuned for then. And until then, be happy and bright and shine your light.